Welcome back. I'm Multeyemeteor. This is Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014 modded for greatness, and this time around we are taking a look at Awakening Zone, which is a deck made by Kevlahnota, which is a guy who also made some of the earlier, some of the decks that I presented in the previous week's modded for greatness series. So yeah, let's take a look at it. It has 15 cards which are unlocked, so I guess you have some options to mess around with it. And it does look like it is a nasty ass Eldrazi deck. So let's take a look at the unlock cards first. I know I'm doing a little bit of reverse here, but you can put in an extra Eye of Ugin. I see there's one already in there. You have, I don't know if there's any All is Dust in there, but you have an option of putting up to 3 more All is Dust in there. You have an Emrakul, the Aeons of, the Eons Torn, I guess. Emrakul the Eon's Torn, I guess it's called. Such a nasty card. Yeah, very, very nasty. I'm wondering, there's probably a couple in there already. Have a couple of Oracles of Mul Daya. You have Summoning Trap. You have 3 of those. You have a couple of Tooth and Nails. You have 3 Naturalize. And then you have, in the main deck, you have 26 lands altogether, 13 of them being forests, the rest being 1 Eye of Ugin, 4 Cloud Posts, and 4 Kalni Garden. Alright, not bad, not bad. And 4 Glimmer Posts. Okay. That's kind of nasty because they synergize. So you can gain, like if you have all of them down, you can gain up to 8 colorless mana from 1 land. Nasty, nasty stuff. Anyways, you have 4 Llanowar Elves, a classic that I used to play with when I was way younger. You have, I guess, 4 Vine Trellis, better than I guess Wall of Brambles or whatever it's called, and plus it makes makes mana. Wow, there's a lot of ramp in this deck. 4 Explorers, you have 4 Cultivates, you have 4 Natural Orders. Hold on, hold up. Wow, sacrifice a green creature and then okay. And you have 4 Wormcoil Engines. That's nasty. You have 4 Primeval Titans, you have a couple of Tooth and Nails, you have a Progenitus. And I guess you could drop that Progenitus with the Natural Order. Then you have Kozilek, Butcher of the Truth, which is absolutely insane. Annihilator 4. Yeah, that is disgusting. You have Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre, also Annihilator 4. Wow, just such nasty cards. And then you have Emrakul. Alright, so I'm just gonna be playing with it with the standard or with the default build here and see how efficient it is, but it does look quite nasty to begin with. I'm thinking I should play against Chant of Mul Daya just for fun, because I guess these decks kind of fit in terms of theme. Where do we have it? Here we go. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, I think that's a decent starting hand. Keep hand, yes. Alright. So, just to gain that bit of tempo, let's play 1 Llanowar Elves here. And next turn I can play, I guess, Cloud Posts, Explore, and a Forest and a Llanowar Elf. And then I'm already on my way to a Natural Order on turn 3. That's gonna be absolutely sickening. Alright, Cloud Post. Nope, because I'm a complete jackass. Alright, so never mind. I do have this still. If I could tap it for mana, that is. Well, I guess I can. Alright, so it's actually even better than I thought. Good thing that the game saved me from being a dumbass. More than normally. Coastal Lake Butcher of Truth. How much mana do I have now? That's 5. Next turn. 6. Hmm. Interesting. Wow, you got an elf? You won't believe what I have in store for you, pal. Alright, another explore, huh? I guess we should play that first. Okay, good enough for me. And, yeah, sack this guy. Let's go get ourselves a... Well, Primeval Titan wouldn't be the worst either. But I'm in the market for a Progenesis. And let's play this as well. Yeah. That's not gonna be good for business. That's going to be very, very difficult to get rid of. Unless, of course, he can gain, or he can play all his dust very, very fast next turn, perhaps. He does have the mana for it now. Not to play this turn, but next turn at least. Alright, so without doing too much of anything else, let's just swing in with Progenitus. Do 10 points of damage, and I'm wondering if, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If he has an all his dust, at least I've ramped up to 9. Then again, if he plays all his dust, then this guy's dead as well. I'm just thinking, what is going to get me to Coastal Lake Butcher of Truth in case my opponent plays all his dust. Let's just take it slowly here. If he does end up playing an all his dust, then at least I have a Primeval Titan. Alright, he might just be dead. Yep, he's dead. Alright. GG AI. Yeah, just gonna swing in with the Progenitus and finish the game here. Yeah, that's an incredibly powerful combo right there. Perhaps a little too powerful. Anyways, let's play another one. This was a short match. It's almost like I wouldn't mind keeping this hand. Let's try it. All right. Well, that sort of helps. If nothing else, I can play the Calny Garden and explore. See if I can find another land in the stack. Interesting that I had 8 Locust land in the previous game and didn't find a single one of them. Let's go. Alright, let's play that. Get it out of the way. Are these just in here to be chomp blockers? Because don't really see the purpose of them otherwise. You don't really have any creatures that you're sacking to. The Kalni Garden would be nice though in Sepulchral Strength. Having extra creatures to sacrifice, especially with a Death Pact or Grave Pact, I guess it's called. All right, so let's start out by playing that. Explore. Maybe we can explore one more time, depending. Huh. Let's just play this. And it doesn't come into play tapped. That's interesting. Cultivate, I guess. I guess just forests. It's just basic land. Okay, so we ramped up quite a bit. I'll be able to drop the Worm Coil engine next turn. Or the Primeval Titan if I want to, but I think the Worm Coil engine is a little bit more significant in terms of board presence because it's just a little nutty. Hello. I guess I can play that and still explore? No, let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I guess I can. Alright. Good enough for me. Very interesting. Maybe I would like the Primeval Titan down instead, because it takes me closer to... It helps me along the way to being able to drop those huge Eldrazi fatties when I actually get to draw them. Plus, it does thin out my deck, and I get to pick up these locusts or put them into play, gain some life, and I was just about to say it doesn't. It leaves the Worm Coil engine in my hand as a surprise, but then again, now that I think about it, it's oh, I see the difference. I see why it doesn't come into play tapped. It's because it can only provide me with 1 mana, while this is providing me with 3 mana now. Okay, that's interesting. Tooth and Nail. Should I drop that? I guess I should. Hmm. 9. Do I have the mana for it? I guess I do. Let's start out by swinging in with the Grave Titan. Sorry, not Grave Titan, Primeval Titan. Nope, 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 nope. Cloud Post. And another Cloud Post just to be nasty as hell. There you go. And Tooth and Nail. Yeah, that's fine. And I guess I will be picking Emrakul, because why not? This guy, obviously. Huh? 2? Oh, 2 creatures. I see. Did I have the option to go get 2 creatures? Hold on. Up to 2 creature cards. Wow, that was stupid. Ah, man. I really need to read my cards. Anyways, I don't think that he has much of a chance here. What is that effect? Huh. How are you guys liking the animations on the cards now? That, you know, some of the cards have animations in the card art right there. I kind of like it. It's sort of weird because most of the cards doesn't have them, so it's Like the first time you see it, it looks a little too funky. It's a little like it's kind of distracting, but I think I kind of like it. In my opinion, it does look a little weird on what's it called, the Grave Titan, because you have these animated zombies inside, and in some of the other cases, it's just the card art zooming in on it, panning out, or something like that. Um, yeah, whatever. Let's swing in. Sure. Let's gain some life. Technically, I could go get a another Eldrazi creature here, and it just tap one land, and that's sufficient. Ulamog? No, I'd rather, yeah, Butcher of Truth. I'd rather draw 4 cards, I guess. All right, so he has blockers, which means that he's not gonna die this turn, which is kind of... Oh, he is gonna die this turn, because, of course, he couldn't block Emrakul. Alright, so, yeah, I don't know if, like, this is not the toughest opponent. I guess I could play the Revenge deck instead, but it's definitely, like, this deck is insane. Awakening Zone, that is. It is very fast. It has some incredibly efficient ways of getting very powerful Eldrazi creatures into play, and it kind of showcases why I think the Chant of Mul Daya, while it has the potential to be very powerful, isn't as bad as it could be. Like, as soon as you get Eldrazi creatures into play, it usually spells the end for one player, and so it should. If you're dropping a 10 cost creature, your opponent should definitely be at a severe disadvantage. But I think when you also have such very efficient ramping strategies, then a 10 cost shouldn't mean an instant win. And I mean, sure, Ulamog and Kozilek and Emrakul are 11, 12, 15 drops, but when you have decks that are built around getting them into play way earlier than a normal 11, 12, or 15 drop creature, then it kind of gets a little too nasty, because you have all these abilities on these cards and the size of these cards justifying the high casting cost, but then at the same time you have these strategies which brings them into play very fast. So in terms of flavor, I really love these cards. In terms of the dynamics when you play, I don't really like Eldrazi creatures. I always thought that they were a little bit too Timmy-ish, and they were kind of like a silly way of sprucing up the game, which also kind of destroys the game a little bit. It makes it a little dumber in my opinion. But this deck is definitely well made. It is, as we've seen, it's definitely a competitor when it comes to offering something way more efficient and strong compared to Chant of Mul Daya, which is already a pretty good deck. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. This was Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014 modded for greatness. Later.